creaLAtive is all about creating in the moment. It's not about true planning. It's not long term. creaLAtive is just that moment where you just feel inspiration. Have you ever just sat in your inspiration and been able to create? For a lot of us, no. But for those of us who have, we know what it feels like. And especially when it comes out just the way you envisioned, that is what creaLAtive is all about. And so, with that being said, I've essentially just been struggling with trying to figure out, like, okay, how do I put this on the market? You know what I mean? Because that's what everybody tell you. Oh, you got to get your business plan. Oh, you got to go do this. Oh, you got to do that. And then by the time you do all those things, or at least for me, I was just kind of exhausted with it all. And not to say that it makes it right in any way. I would love to help people do things right the first time. Or at least that'd be my goal. Like, if there is an ultimate way of creating your success, right? Not what it looks like for everybody else. Just your personal path. I want to do that. And I think I've done it, but I will be going on a 30-day journey to explore it all on my own. If you are looking to join the process as well, I would suggest on April 27th, there will be a link to a blog post that I've already written. It's in the drafts and it's scheduled. It has everything you need to know about what I'm about to go through, how I'm going to put this together, the plan, the idea, the mythology. I have to work to get all of these things accomplished in the way that needs to be done. So the book is already written. The journal is already created. The book is going to be built based off the blog posts that I'm writing. Most of them are already written for certain days. And things are moving. I want to create as well with my hands through inspiration, through creaLAtive, but I also have this idea for this book. And so that's where I'm at. Basically building, creating, but in the moment. So I guess I say all of that to say my name is LaStephanie. I am 38 years old. 38 years young. If you ask me in person, I'm 26. And yeah. I've known I wanted to create something since I was little. I used to have this dream about... It was weird. It was about me creating a product. And I feel like there's an episode of The Simpsons of it. What I'm trying to describe. But I don't know. To be young and have that dream is like, okay, what did I create? And so in a way, maybe I have been kind of seeking it or searching for it, or being able to create my outfit for an event. That's always been my go-to. So creaLAtive is essentially just me. It's enterprise because there are so many different things that I like to do and pursue, and I don't think they all go together. But that's my struggle, right? They tell us you need to build your brand. You got to do that. If you don't do that, nobody's going to watch. And I no longer care, honestly. It just is what it is. So, I don't know. There's a lot that I need to say because I have the knowledge and people are really heading the wrong direction. But I also want to do fun stuff and create in my free time. Because I feel like the creativeness brings the thoughts, the ideas, the mentality. Because my brain is working, it's moving, it's showing me stuff. And I read a book once, and I'm trying to think. Maybe it was the Kabbalah. But essentially, whatever you know, it was a part of the Bible. Maybe it was, I don't know. I've read a few books. But there was some information that was essentially like, for anything you want to know in life, it's not about experiencing things all the time. Sometimes you can just know. It comes from the symbols that you learn about, experience, even sometimes when you are in a place and you see certain symbols, it essentially awakes a part of you. And that's why symbols are so important. But it's also important for you to get out and, experience the world, learn about your world. And it's like all the information you need just essentially comes. And I in no way feel like I know everything. But I know there are times where words just come to me and I'll be like, I don't know what that means. But I used it right in the right context. Like me just talking to people. And at first I used to be so afraid, like, why do I just be talking? But there's always a message that has to get out. And I am a yapper, so I get it from my daddy. But even yapping in itself is now a brand, right? Everything you need is already within you, is what I find. All the things that I've just uncovered that was in boxes and storage and tucked away because I thought I was moving. I got everything I need. I got fabric cutting scissors. I got thread. I got a sewing machine. I'm about to really make myself my own do-rag. So I cut my hair. And I did it for the plot. But also, like, my scalp has been, cutting up. And I gotta figure out why ASAP. Gotta figure out why. So I cut my hair to essentially give myself a new start. Try to take care of my scalp. Maybe go see a dermatologist. Potentially go see a dermatologist if it don't chill out in a minute. But it has been ongoing. And my concern is my scalp keeps getting bad and bad. It gets worse after having children. I'm sewing, I'm cutting, I'm thinking, and I'm trying to talk. So I apologize for right now because I started to move around, but I gotta figure this thing out. but I can't do it right now. I don't have a vehicle. Essentially, I don't have family. I wouldn't say I have family. I do. I actually have a large family, but we aren't very family-like. And so, I have to deal with that on one side because, damn, I thought we were supposed to be cool with our kinfolk. But as you get older, you just learn people grow, people change, people experience different experiences, and that's okay. I think I hold on to nostalgia too much, but in a good way. Like, oh my goodness, growing up, I feel like we had the best life growing up. We was poor. It was 10 of us, but shoot. My daddy always had something for us to do. Always had something for us to do. All right. That's cut. So, I'm just on this little exploratory. I be trying to find big words to use too, y'all. So, I'm having fun. That's it. I'm just exploring. I'm about to do whatever I want to do. And I can't explain it to anybody because it just makes me feel like I'm manic. But actually, this is probably the first time I've just been sane. Sane, aware, cautious of where I am. I know exactly where I am in life. I have every opportunity to make life what I want it to be. Exactly how I want it to be. The ups, the downs, the left, the rights. I'm going to get to control all of that. Why? Because it's my life. I'm moving stuff out of this box. I'm sorry, y'all. It's my life. And so, if it just takes me to speak into the abyss about, what I'm accomplishing, then that's what I'm going to do. I hope that wasn't too bad. I be feeling like a boss with my sewing machine now. I be doing boss things, making boss moves. But yeah. Once I start getting creative, it doesn't matter about anything else because I am the creator of this world. Of all the things that I've learned in life in general, you are the creator of your world. You having a bad day? I guess you want to have a bad day. Oh yeah, I don't be having no sympathy for people too, so I'm not. I'm not very popular around those who I'm close to because I can see them. And I want to help them. And it's not a bad thing. I just, it makes me remember sometimes. But that's life. Oh, I'm so sorry. Man, So yeah, this is creaLAtive. Today I'm making what's this thing called? A do-rag? Making a do-rag. I got an old dress I didn't cut up in peach. But yeah, I want to do a podcast. I've been trying to figure it out. I've been trying to play around with like, how can I get other people on? How can I record it? How can I get the audio? And I feel like I'm overthinking it. For sure. For sure. For sure. So I'm trying not to take myself too serious, but really understanding like all that hesitation I be doing. You know, what purpose does it really serve? I can look at everybody else and tell them, girl, you need to go do this. Girl, you need to go do that. And then I find I'm not even doing the fun, creative stuff I want to do because I'm always busy helping somebody do something. So I have intentionally placed a paywall between me and my unsolicited advice. Because I do have people that come to me that's just like, man, I just need to confide in you. I'm good and what, believe in how you're going to act because of, how I carry myself. Which is a good thing. But, it hurts when you see everybody else who try to demonize you and you like, you literally was just telling me you needed some help and I'm giving you the help you're requesting. But because I'm your sister, you think I know something. A lot of times I do be having dreams, but sometimes it's easier not to tell nobody about the dreams. It's just easier. I guess that I could use this space for telling my dreams as well, like the things that's going on. Not that they matter in any context, but I really do need a place to put this information that's not just always writing and typing. I'll tell dreams when they come, but I'll try to make sure I have my thought process behind it in case anything were to happen. Like, I'll try to break it down so that I don't necessarily talk about anybody specifically that I may know, because I dream about everybody. But maybe more so, I'm really trying to figure this out, y'all. These are just thoughts in my mind. I want to put it out, but I don't want to use anybody's names. But I'll have breakdowns of what I think it is in case anything happens. It'll just be on whoever receives it to handle it if it just so happened to be a part of them. I don't know. You know, I'm the person who I don't necessarily call people every day, but I think about everybody to some extent. And then they just call me. Or I'll reach out to them and they'll be like, I was just thinking about you. Like, it happens so much that I don't like calling people no more. Because, I mean, what if I do have a message for you? Who really only wants to speak to a person just to hear the bad news? There's always good news too, but, you know, it's all situational, but it's all a part of the plan. And I guess if that's what I could give everybody, wherever you are, if you are hearing this, it's all a part of the plan. Everything you go through. But you have to understand that you have the control of how you react to it. No matter what's going on, you can see it for bad and live in that bad for the remainder of your life. But you could see the bad and still think, you know, I'm going to keep going with the good anyways. It's a different vibe, but I want to get people, you know, comfortable with recognizing it in a moment. Because imagine, right? If we live on multiple planes of existence and all you have to do is not trip up on this one traumatic experience. Now, that doesn't mean you can't cry. That doesn't mean you can't fight. That doesn't mean you can't it doesn't mean you can't resist whatever temptation is in that moment to create a different outcome. So if you always crashing out in this lifetime, how would life be different if you didn't crash out? Like, if you intentionally chose not to crash out. At the most crash outable moment of your life, will life change? Would life feel different for you? I don't know. But you are what you think. You are what you know. But I got the sewing machine set up. I need to go ahead and record where I am. And I gotta post this video. Come back. Maybe I'll do it every Wednesday. Wednesdays with me. LA and Wednesday. LA Wednesdays. We'll figure it out. But I will be back.